What's up everybody, Spavrog here, and today we are talking about Hyperscape and if Hyperscape is having a resurgence. The answer? Kinda. So the good thing is that in the recent update they added crossplay. They fixed a little bit of the aim assist, it's still a little strong, but there's definitely some positives there. Like, as a PC player, it was so hard for like a long time to find a solo lobby. I had to grind TDM for God knows how long, but now like I could come on at any time, literally any time of day, and get a game going, and that's awesome. The queue time probably the longest I've waited, probably like 30 seconds. So that's really encouraging if you really want to get better at the game too, because I remember the problems before was that like you had to get a lot of reps in, and there was no TDM before, and now they have TDM, so that's another option. So like you could get a lot of Hyperscape in one session, and I think for people who stop playing the game, that's like a big thing of value to you now if you wanted to try the game again, because you know what it is, this game is a hard game. Let's keep it a stack. It's one of the hardest BRs, probably the hardest BR in terms of like gunplay and mastering mechanics. Like there's so much room to grow in this game, and that's what's awesome about it. Like there's a lot of depth, there's high skill ceiling, as you guys know by now, and like there's no limit to how like godlike you could be. Like you could do so much cool stuff in the game that, you know, people kind of a little shy with experimenting too, but that's a thing for another day. You know, I play like a lot of off meta stuff, and I really find like a lot of joy in the game, and I can see how beautiful the game actually is at that level. But yeah, man, like the aim assist is just a little strong. I cry about it all day on stream. You guys know, like if you watch, like you already know. But it's getting nerfed in the next patch, and that's kind of confirmed. But we don't want the aim assist to get like too like whack either. You know what I mean? Because honestly, controller, when I think of controller and I play this game, I'm like, controller play, this would be difficult. But currently it's like, if you just like space out things properly, you could really have a good advantage as a controller player. Like there's certain fights that are just too difficult to take as a PC player, like Harpy versus Harpy mid-range. Like that, in my head, that's physically impossible because you can't really outmaneuver the controller player. But again, that's getting nerfed. They should just do gradual nerfs, 5-10% nerf, see how it is. Apparently it's at 100 right now, the aim assist. They say at 75 that's like the sweet spot. I say start at 85, 80 and go from there, to be honest. Not this, because you don't want to scare away the newer players too. And you know, at the end of the day, the console players save the PC lobbies. You know, I probably don't say this enough, but you guys like definitely saved the game for me, because I probably would have stopped playing. So that's awesome. So I know a lot of people on PC feel the same way. They're very grateful, but they're just salty, you know. Like sometimes the salt gets in the way. It gets in the way all the time for me, I'll tell you that. But yeah, man, like people are scared that why would people come back to this game? There's no marketing. So from what we know with the playtesters and, you know, just overall the vibe of the game, we kind of know at this point that Ubisoft's supposed to remarket the game. They have a plan. That's one thing that like the founders group, they changed their name to like the Prisma Dimension group or something like that, and they're saying that there is a plan, like, and it's a good plan apparently. So we just got to trust their word, let them execute. You know, I'm not the type to also like just bash like devs all day. I'll get salty in game, but like after that, like after the game's done, I'm over it. You know what I mean? So we get like, let the devs do their thing. At the end of the day, say it didn't work out, right? That's not really our problem, you know. So they're not trying to make a bad game. They're trying their best. So yeah, leave it at that, I guess. You know, I personally think that Hyperscape is like a very experimental game. I feel like Ubisoft was like, yo, let's try our take on a BR. Let's make it as like hard as possible. Make it fun, make it, you know, interesting. And they did that. But it's just a little too hard, and it was a little bare bones in the beginning. I know a lot of people say the same thing. Like, the game doesn't have a soul yet. But what I noticed, because I kind of stuck with the game no matter what, through all the metas, excuse me. Through all the metas, I see the polish in the game that's coming through. Like, even the little thing, like the audio sounds different on the guns when you land. That adds to the experience. It just adds to their immersiveness, you know? So what I notice is it's trending up, meaning that there's a lot of good updates that are like adding to the content and just to the feel of the game. They could do so much stuff, man. Like even the events, like low grav and all that, make our guns glow or something during it, you know? It'll be a visual indicator, and we'll also be able to tell, like, yo, something's happening, you know? And it just makes that experience unique, because, you know, it's all about the ambiance, you know? But I'm getting a little sentimental with it. I love this game a lot, so I just wish it the best. We'll see what happens. And, you know, again, the experience is just different. Fast gunplay, good movement, a lot of outplayability. You could outsmart the fuck out of people. And I guess that's something with PC players currently, since the controller players, it's a different pacing, you know? It's a lot of, like, less decision making, but more reward. And PC players, we just gotta adapt in the meantime. I mean, I'm playing it out. Screw it, right? But yeah, man, the high skill ceiling and the depth, it just has a lot of things to set it up for greatness. You know what I mean? Like, imagine this like a solos tournament for Mad Bread, and the game was popping. Like, there was a lot of players, like a ton of players. That would be crazy. I would, you know, it's definitely growing though, because I definitely see more people getting on. I see a lot of different people. Like, right now the lobby size is 60. We probably haven't had like a full lobby in a very long time. A squads has though. Squad is pretty consistent with that from what I noticed. But solos, the closest I got to 55, and that was just like recently. And that shows that this update really helped the game, because people are sticking with it. And it's just crack the game. Like, if you could play TDM, if you're not good at the game, just grind TDM for like 2 weeks, and I'm telling you, just focus on movement, focus on your guns, focus on how to avoid shots, use your movement, man. The movement is key. That's what separates the good players from the, you know, the great players from the good, rather, in my opinion. But yeah, Season 3 is coming out next, so there's a lot of momentum, in my opinion. Maybe not that many eyes, but definitely there's people keeping an eye on the game. Everybody's always trying to see the next game they want to main. I feel like a lot of people don't know. They're kind of like settling. Like, I came from Apex. I liked Apex a lot, and then I played Hyperscape. I'm like, damn, I like Hyperscape a lot more. So there's always people looking. You know, we have like a lot of great streamers. We got a lot of like high level players in our game, and there's more that kind of stopped playing the game because the game got harder on PC due to everything. So a lot of people got turned off by that, but I think they'll come back once they nerf the aim assist enough, because it's almost there. And again, you'll hear aim assist from me all the time because fucking got PTSD from getting beamed all day. So it is what it is. You know, they know what it is. They're gonna fix it, and things should be good. But yeah, guys, I say it's trending, meaning that there's going to be like a lot more content coming up. There's going to be a lot more excitement. They're finally talking about the lore. They have like really good cinematic trailers. I don't know if you guys saw the recent one. I think it's called Ace's Story. Basically, that Red Tiger Ace Osaka costume, that clip shows why. Basically, he goes to his aunt, who's like the owner of the Red Tigers or something, and he has to kill like one of the players. And then in the trailer, see, like, I'm getting off topic, but I don't care because we're getting hyped about this game. In the trailer, he does like this kind of like tracer thing where he goes backwards, like rewinds in time, right when he gets shot, like right at the end of it. That's gotta be a hack. They gotta make that a hack. That would be sick. Or a speed hack. Alright, you know what? Let me stop. We'll talk about hacks another time. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, sub. If you guys want to catch a stream, pull up twitch.tv/spab_rog. Basically on almost every night, but sometimes we need a break because I'd be kind of body. Like if you see me playing like shit, it's because I'm burnt out. But that's fine because we're still banging it out regardless. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you around, and yeah, have a good one.